He's in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a Criptoknight bullet.
Early morning mob capo. This show is amazing. I've checked it out a couple of times, and I would recommend all our friends and fans do give them a listen. They do such great work, and I'm really proud and again grateful to be able to be a part of the show.
So some good old Twitter days, so they know who I am. You want to introduce them to yourself?
Rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
How you doing? This is White Cheddar, aka
Cheddar.
Jesus Christ, Nightbreed, CT.
So I just wanted to ask you, other than the white part, how did you come up with your name?
I was eating a box of Cheez-Its.
Really?
And they were white cheddar Cheez-Its, and I saw the name on the box and something snapped. Like,
You've been popping in Connecticut, I would say hustling for a while, bro. Like I said, since the Twitter days. So how long have you been doing music?
What's that?
How long have you been doing music?
Like 16 years now, something like that.
Right. What made you get into it?
I just always liked music. I come from a family of musicians, a lot of drummers and shit, so I don't know, I just always had an ear for music and always wanted to make it.
A lot of drummers, and that's unique, I think, because hip hop's big on the drums. So, and now you're a hip hop artist, so the drums are one of the biggest parts of the damn hip hop thing.
I'm sure that came into play, absolutely.
Sure. What's your biggest musical influences?
Biggest musical influences, Jesus.
You can say a couple.
Yeah, you got a lot, man.
Oh
Yeah, no, you can say a couple,
man, listen, I get influence everywhere from like the Temptations to Social D to fucking. I don't even know. Like it's Redman. There you go. Redman.
That's a good one.
All right, like so when it comes to hip hop,
Right.
Redman might be my favorite, and I don't really have a top 10, but it's definitely, I appreciate the likes of Redman and Eminem and Busta Rhymes and Luda. Those, those kind of people who could incorporate humor into their repertoire,
Yes.
but they don't get dismissed as like a novelty act. Like they still get their respect for being hard.
I think Redman should get a little more respect, but definitely I heard what you're saying. It definitely like brought a comedic edge to his songs and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like they can still be very serious, but
Top bars, dog. Top bars. And if you hear it, so I'm a big Method Man fan, and when you hear Meth talk highly of Red, there's something to that. There's a reason why the man who's supposedly a lyrical, all lyrical, is saying that the guy with a little comic edge is just as lyrical.
Undertaking King, Brothers of Destruction.
Right? So, if you could work with one artist, who would it be, dead or alive?
dead or alive.
Who would be on the White Cheddar album if you could do it? Give me a producer and an artist.
Producer and anybody?
Anybody, dog.
Like, anything goes?
Anything.
Cheddar, BB King.
You want
BB
fucking...
King, yeah, BB King.
BB fucking...
I knew it.
fucking...
I was gonna
Premier, dog. You got
I
it.
was gonna say Ella Fitzgerald. You know, if I can get Ella on some hooks, that'd be...
Yeah.
With, like the Funk Brothers, you know, the in-house band from Motown.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I was really feeling Amy Winehouse adding what she added to like hip hop tracks right before she died, dog. Like that was, you know what I mean? Like that little like soulful. I can't describe it. It was almost like a '70s flavor on some rap shit. You know.
That's but that's what I like is when somebody can like you could come up with something new, but it's still reminiscent of the old shit. 'Cause
yes.
The old shit just has a certain soul that you don't hear anymore.
Yeah. So who does all your like production work?
Donnie Menace. I get some shit from like Bankard Beats.
Do you
and Jay
record
Reno.
yourself or do you go?
No, yeah, I do it all in house.
Yeah.
And,
So you know about the like using a DAW and all that.
Yeah.
Do you use analog at all, or is it all digital?
No, I try to keep it. You know, I got my guitars and bass guitars and all that. I try to keep.
So you're old school, like you said.
Yeah.
See, now I bring that up because what I was going to say is the digital shit is cute and all, but so I actually learned how to record on tape to tape, and when you actually had to cut a fucking part out and re-splice it together, and if you didn't do a good job, it went somewhere. But I say this because to me, it picked up. You know, a microphone picks up your vibrations, duh.
Right.
I think the old school shit, because it was recorded most like onto a tape almost, it actually picked up if you're happy, if you were sad, in a way better fashion than this digital shit does, you know what I mean? And that's what's missing. It's missing that that life force, if you will.
Yeah, no, listen, I hear like some of the shit, like for instance, some of the mics are just like, this shit's just too clean. It
Too
just
clean.
sounds too fucking, there's just, like I was just talking not that long ago about how I remember back in high school when we used to have debates in the lunchroom on who the greatest guitarist ever was,
Yeah.
the greatest drummer, and it's like, it doesn't matter. I can make all those sounds with a
Yes.
laptop. I can do that.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
you know what I mean? I'm no Randy Rhoads, but I can sound just like him. if I
Auto
wanted to.
tuning all that shit, making singers out of people. Yeah, it's all fucking computerized. Do you have any pre-show rituals to get you on the stage? It could be liquid courage, herbal courage, just meditation. Everybody's throwing everything out there, but maybe a key for somebody who's getting started, getting up there.
Not really. My whole key to it, like I remember the first time I was on the stage, I refused to think about it. I was just go out there and do it.
Do it.
Like I refused to think about, like stage fright was never an issue because I didn't let that shit settle in my head. It's just like you have to, you know.
Program your fucking self not to lose.
Basically.
Fucking and to me the nerve sometimes it like adds to it sometimes because like maybe it'll push you to get that little performance out of you. You know what I mean? Nerves are not necessarily always a bad thing.
Nah, you gotta, if you know how to ride it, harness it.
Yes, it's a thin line, like, but
Oh yeah.
right. Are you gonna be performing new stuff, old stuff, a combination tonight?
I got one that's older, not older, but you know I did it here the last time. But then I got another one that I performed before but never here, and hasn't been released yet. It's more of like a storytelling type thing. That's my favorite, like Nas, that kind of shit, storytelling.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna try to see if I can incorporate that into like a live repertoire.
that's cool. Like Andre the 3000 a little bit and stuff. I like a lot of
Yeah.
that storytelling shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Andre, yeah, definitely Andre. He's like one of the most unique artists.
Yeah.
Period.
Like storytelling. Slick Rick too, kind of.
Slick Rick.
Where can we find your work?
Let's see. White Cheddar 203 on Instagram. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Facebook. I'm on, where else am I? Apple, everywhere.
He was on the Twitter. That's
I'm
where
on
I
the
first
Twitter,
seen him.
yeah.
On
Just-
YouTube's.
YouTube. There you go. YouTube. YouTubes.
Yeah. The YouTubes.
Yeah, the tubes.
I try to keep up with all the schmaz, and it's important to at least get your name in all of them because there's scumbags that'll take it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm White Cheddar to it. Now you have to get White Cheddar to it.
Oh, don't, yeah.
I personally say go get it from everything and put something on it. Even
I
if
got my
it's one
check
little
mark.
thing. Get
I
your
got my check mark on Spotify. I didn't pay for it. I got the real one.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Instagram yet, but I'm not.
And then we end with three little crazier joints. Your last meal, what would it be if you could, if you had your last meal?
My last.
Mine's filet mignon. Like that's just where I'm going with it, with some asparagus.
My grandma's pasta.
All right.
Noni's pasta.
Noni's pasta.
Hell yeah.
Pasta sauce or gravy?
Sauce.
Sauce. Okay. Yeah.
Sauce.
Okay. I'm third generation Italian from my mom's side, and
Okay.
it's actually they like to call it the gravy. So
Ah.
the gravy. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
It has to be, right? Has to be, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If this is it, this is fucking whack if this is it.
Yeah.
I think that we're like ants or something, you know, we're like, whatever, little ant, you know what I mean? Why the fuck they gonna fuck with us?
Like, you ever see those exploded pictures of the galaxy and there's that little speck and it's like you were here?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, when you really think about how big, how much there is out there, like there's no way it's just us.
Infinite, infinite, infinite. That's what they tell us anyway. You want us to believe infinite. This is it.
Yeah.
I know 30% of the ocean, 70%.
Do you rap or make songs in the shower? And if so, is that practice? I say so because if you know anything about a mic move, the shower's pretty damn close to it.
Oh yeah.
And in the water running's kind of like, you know, I don't know. That's where I find I make most of my best lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So White Cheddar 203, thanks for coming along, brother. I've been following you for a while. Good to kick the breeze
Appreciate
with
you,
you.
man.
And
Pleasure's all
check
mine.
out White Cheddar's work, man. He's been putting in that work of hustle in Connecticut a long time. Thanks for coming along, brother, man.